The long disused railway station of Fledborough opened in 1896 and was opened by the LD&ECR. It consisted of 2 passenger platforms, those being the eastbound and westbound platforms, a goods platform with 2 sidings, a goods shed on site known as the cattle docks, and like almost any other station of the time, it included a station house. But passenger operations ceased in 1955 due to low passenger numbers, whilst the line was continued to be utilised by the coal traffic being fed into High Marnham Power Station. After crossing the Fledborough Viaduct, which we will be talking about soon, we find another disused station, this being Clifton-on-Trent Station. Here was also opened in 1896 by the LD&ECR. It consisted of 2 platforms, once again east and westbound platforms. A goods shed was also present on site with 1 siding, and of course, like most stations of the time, it had a station house. A fact I find interesting is that Clifton-on-Trent doesn't actually exist, but rather South Clifton and North Clifton, so the name was probably used to help serve the 2 areas without confusion. Just like Fledborough, the station ceased passenger operations in 1955 due to low passenger numbers, but the line continued to be utilised by coal traffic until a derailment between the Fledborough Viaduct and Clifton-on-Trent Station in the 1980s, causing the line to be closed straight after. Now moving on to an extremely breathtaking structure, the Fledborough Viaduct was opened in 1897 by none other than the LD&ECR. It has 59 stone arches, 39 on one side of the River Trent and 20 on the other, and a central section made with a 4-truss steel girder design spanning the River Trent. It had a double-track layout, west and eastbound tracks, same as the 2 stations I've mentioned, and was shut in the 1980s due to the derailment I mentioned earlier. This is the former site of the High Marnham Power Station's MGR marshalling yard, built to supply 10,000 tonnes of coal per day to meet the station's demand for fuel. Construction of this rail complex began around the same time as both Fledborough and Clifton-on-Trent stations closed in 1955. When the High Marnham Power Station became fully operational in 1962, coal demand was high as expected, so the station's marshalling yard was of great help to supply the station with sufficient amounts of coal. It continued to operate at an efficient and steady pace up until the power plant closed in 2003. The yard was quiet with no action for some time before being completely ripped up. All that remains today is the empty track bed with the occasional rail chair, sleeper, bolt, and the little electrical boxes. A large section of the line up to the sidings is still present and is used as the High Marnham test track. Thank you all so much for watching. Forgive me if I got anything wrong. I'm well aware I said a few things off and had to correct myself sometimes, like words like coal demand, and I had to correct that one to demand, but I couldn't be bothered to do a whole re-voice over, so I'm just going to leave that in there. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I probably won't be posting a video like this again for a very long time, because I don't have many places locally that I can get to that are like this, but I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.